Shalom, Kahalalim La, Abanawa Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, and salutations to all the Yakim, pushing forth in truth and sincerity the word of the Lord. The Lord had put it in my heart, in my spirit, to make a video concerning the Sabbath some time ago, and essentially I disobeyed, and I procrastinated, and made excuses in my mind or whatever. And it just so happens that the Apostle Tahar made a video yesterday, and concerning the Sabbath, and it's titled "A Few Words on the Sabbath." Essentially, he was going into the new moon, and for those who can't understand that the Sabbath is based on the new moon, and the lights, the moon and the sun were given unto us for times in the season. So he was really going in depth concerning how we obtain the Sabbath. So after I watched the video, listened to the video, I was kind of relieved, like, hey, when I can still make a video concerning the Sabbath. And also the Apostle Gabar supplemented Apostle Tahar's video this morning and went into depth concerning the new moon, which is what the Sabbath is based on. But the Sabbath itself, and this is the video that I should have made days ago, maybe a week ago. The Sabbath itself, we'll just go into the scriptures, okay? And we'll start at Exodus, the 31st chapter, all right? And in the 13th verse, we'll start at 12th verse, okay? Exodus 31 and 12. And Exodus 31 and 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, all right, speak, verse 13, speak thou also unto the children of Israel. And just to make this point, the Lord was giving Moses the laws for the children of Israel and nobody else. All right, so the laws, the covenant, the statutes, and all the commandments the Lord gave to Moses for the children of Israel, including this one, which is the Sabbath. All right, so the Lord's not dealing with any other nation. I just gotta drive in that point. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you. Okay, so truly my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that doth sanctify you. So the Sabbath is a sign between the children of Israel and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it wasn't just for the children, the Moses and the children at that time. It was for their generations to be passed on from generation to generation, to keep and to know your heritage, to know that first of all the Lord is your power, and then I'm strictly talking to the children of Israel, and the elect at that. All right, because no matter how many videos the apostles and the brothers put about this, there's somebody's not gonna get it, because one, they don't want to get it, and the Lord, they're not supposed to get it. But so the commandments and the covenant is between the Lord and the children of Israel. All right, and the Sabbath is a memorandum. All right, for the children of Israel, that the Lord is the one that sanctifies us. All right, the Lord is the one that sets us apart. The Lord is the one that made us holy, that made us special above all the other nations upon the face of the earth, pursuant to Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay, so speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that doth sanctify you. All right, ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. All right, it is holy unto you. It is given unto you, the children of Israel. So keep it. All right. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. All right. Then it goes on into, 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest. All right. And if you really think about it, the Lord is being gracious right now. Okay. All right. The Lord is giving you, all right, is a specified time for you to fall back, for you to chill, for you to relax, all right, and do nothing. Yes, I understand, industrial age and, Esau's greed, putting everybody to slavery, but anyway, we're not trying to get into that, but basically the Lord is giving you a continuous weekend, basically time off, your Sabbath. All right, you should be looking forward to the Sabbath. All right, and the scripture does say, remember the Sabbath. All right, 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, special unto him, sanctified unto him. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath shall surely be put to death. All right. Wherefore, verse 16, wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations, for a perpetual covenant. All right. So the children of Israel, this is only to the children of Israel. All right. The real children of Israel, not forget the word, but imposters, not the imposters, the children of Israel. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations, for a perpetual covenant, a perpetual agreement. When you keep the Sabbath, you are reminded that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the one who sets you apart, is the one who sanctifieth you. And when you are reminded of that, when you acknowledge that, when you take acknowledgement of that, all right, then you worship in your power. All right, you're compelled to keep, you're compelled to, if you are in agreement with your power, then you're gonna keep his ways. All right, you keep the Sabbath, and for new brothers, all right, when keeping the Sabbath is the least. All right, you can keep the Sabbath. All right, you can keep the Sabbath. The apostles and the brothers, they let you know that when the new moon is, every time, You can bank on that. As long as the internet is up, you're gonna know when the new moon is, and you could do your own research and find out. So when you keep the Sabbath, it is the beginning of your covenant with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Then you get further into it. Then you build your faith. All right. And now you're walking with the Lord to the best of your ability. All right. So that's verse 17. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. All right. Sign, keeping the Sabbath is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua made heaven and earth, and on the seventh he rested and was refreshed. And this is a parallelism also. It's like the Lord is having you keep the Sabbath the same way he kept the Sabbath. So that's the beginning of you walking with the Lord, all right? Following after his ways. All right. Also, Exodus 35:2 reiterates the same thing. Leviticus 23:3, reiterates the same thing. All right. We'll just get it just for edification's sake. All right. Exodus 35:2. For 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day shall there be Salakia. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. You shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. All right. And also Leviticus 23 verse 3 reiterates again. The Lord, is repetitive. All right. Is repetitive, and he starting in Exodus, it says the same thing. All right, you're able to put in work 6 days. Take your heart's pleasure, in righteous within limits, of course. But on the seventh day, that is a holy convocation unto the Lord. All right, and it is a sign between you and the Lord. All right. That's the beginning of your faith, all right? Leviticus 23, verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy conversation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in all your dwellings, wherever you dwell, all right? You're supposed to pass this from generation to generation, all right? And you're supposed to keep it wherever you go, all right? And wherever you go, the moon is gonna be there. You're gonna find a new moon, all right? You're gonna, and that goes into the apostles' videos. They're going into depth on how do you obtain the Sabbath, all right? Where do you begin to find the Sabbath? It begins with the new moon. And if you can't, like the Apostle Gabal said this morning, man, what is so hard? All right, the moon and the sun is given unto you for times and seasons. The moon waxes and wanes. So when it wanes, the next beginning, all right, when it starts to wax again, that's the new moon, and it's a Sabbath. You keep that Sabbath. You work 6 days, then it's another Sabbath. All right, and the cycle continues. But again, you're not gonna beat a dead horse, man. Like if you can't get it, all right, keep it moving. But Also, Leviticus, it goes. This is for just to go into the Sabbath. All right, Leviticus 25 goes into the land Sabbath. All right, which shows that also the Sabbath is a renewal. All right, it's also a renewal. Will refresh. All right, when you refresh, you're able to carry on. All right, it's a spiritual renewal. It's a spiritual covenant between the children of Israel and the Lord. All right, and it's also a continuous renewal. You continually, when you hold a Sabbath, you're reminded that, hey, this Sabbath is a sanctification between the children, me and the Lord. All right, and so you continue that you refresh that faith. But just to reiterate the point, in Leviticus 25, all right, goes into the land Sabbath. All right. Again, we'll just start at 1. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel again, and say unto them, When you come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord. The land also, okay, shall keep a Sabbath unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Again, 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land. All right, the Lord is balanced. All right, if you continue to just till the land, the land is gonna die. All right, it needs time to refresh, just like you need time on the Sabbath to be sanctified, to be holy. All right, to just ponder upon the word, to search the scriptures, to be refreshed in your faith. All right, it's a continual thing. But verse 4, but in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. That which groweth on its own accord in thy harvest shall not reap. Right. I was going into okay, well that was it on the land Sabbath. All right. And I was I think it's in this chapter 2. It goes into how the land in the 6th year, the Lord will give harvest that will last 3 years, because the 7th year you're not gonna is gonna be the land Sabbath, and then the next year you would start planting again, you would start harvesting the land again, but then it's gonna take a year for the fruits thereof to be gathered, to spring forth. And so in the 6th year, the Lord will give fruits unto the 9th year, basically, where you keep the land Sabbath. All right, and then you replant in the 8th year, and then in the 9th year you start reaping. We have this. Primarily, it's just the Sabbath. All right, it's a covenant between the children of Israel. All right, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's a reminder that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is our power. He sanctifieth us. He keepeth us. All right, according to His will. So, we'll close out this lesson now. We'll start with Deuteronomy 5 and 12. All right, and it's plain. It says Deuteronomy 5 verse 12. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai thy power hath commanded thee. Do it. Keep it. All right. It is a perpetual covenant. Pass it on to your children. Lord willing, World War III, starts tomorrow or today, and but until that happens, all right, we are supposed to do our best to remain in covenant with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the best of our ability. So keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh Hashem Yahushua thy power hath commanded thee. Keep it, all right? Deuteronomy 6 verse 3 says, Hear therefore, O children, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee. All right? The decrees of the Lord are not unrighteous, and they're not going to lead. Following them do not lead to your destruction. Not following them leads to death and destruction, and all the things that that are not good. All right. Hear therefore, O Israel, again, to the children of Israel, all right, not anybody else, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily. All right. Keeping the Sabbath, is supposed to increase us spiritually. All right. It's the beginning of your, it's the beginning of your faith. All right. It's the beginning of the covenant. It's like, all right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's a sign between the children of Israel and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that it is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that sanctifieth us. All right. As Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, power of thy fathers, have promised thee. All right. In the land that floweth with milk and honey. All right. And then finally, we'll Isaiah 56 verse 2. All right. Blessed is the man that doeth this. All right. And the son of man that layeth hold on it. All right. And right now, whether you like it or not, you've laid hold. You've laid hold upon this. All right. You know the Sabbath is a covenant between the children of Israel and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. That keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. All right. So I just wanted to get this video, on wax, I guess, because I was supposed to do it, a week ago. But then, when I saw the Apostles' video, I'm like, oh man, see, that's the Lord. It's like, if you don't do the work, the Lord's gonna have somebody else do the work. And it was even more, it was even more shocked, because it was the Apostle Tahar. Okay, it's a Sabbath video, and the Lord put it in my heart to do a Sabbath video, and I did it. Oh man! But anyway, I hope it was edifying to new brothers that needed to understand what is the Sabbath, and the apostles, they've made several videos, in completely more depth in understanding the Sabbath. You can go back and search it out, and for the people who think the Sabbath is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, and it's that, the apostles' video on a few words on the Sabbath, along with Apostle Gabar's video today, is supplementing that, explains to you that it's based on the new moon. All right. Isaiah 66, all right? Just Isaiah 66 and 23 breaks that down. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon, all right, to another, not from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, all right? So it's the moon that directs. Oh yeah, the Apostle Gabar was going into it. It's like time watchers, timekeepers. All right, that was a very important. It was a very important job in Israel in the ancient days, because they were the people that told you when the month started. They were looking out the moon. They were looking for the moon, the sickle of the moon, the beginning of the moon, the little light that shines when the new moon is coming in. All right. So the Sabbath is not from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's ridiculous. All right. The Sabbath is based on the new moon. All right. All right. So I hope this was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to my apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to all the Akim. All right. Shalom.